So, Audrey, you recently posted a very honest shout-out to all women struggling with the dreaded menopause and the equally dreaded perimenopause, admitting that it can be debilitating and soul-crushing.
Yeah.
You mentioned grief, anger, confusion, and shame.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to share that with everyone?
I was having a rough day. I was having a rough day with all of the symptoms, and I was realizing that we don't talk enough about it, and instead, women just kind of become erased.
As you just heard, women like Tony Award winner Audra McDonald are speaking out about the dreaded effects of menopause. And joining me now is Dr. Deborah Roebuck, also known as the Menopause Whisperer, to talk about going through the change.
Yes.
Dr. Roebuck, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
You are a retired nurse,
Yes.
and now you are the Menopause Whisperer. How did you get into this career?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I got into a career because I've always worked at helping women, but I really noticed that women who are menopausal are ignored. Nobody's listening to them. You don't have specific programs for them. I even went to one of my doctors and shared my concerns, and the doctor said, I had the same thing, but I don't know what to do.
Interesting.
Yes.
So there's just a lack of resources overall.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you are definitely filling a void. So what are you telling those who are seeking out your help?
Well, first of all, I tell them, yes, menopause is a challenge. We need to validate that you're having these signs and symptoms, but you can be the boss and manage the signs and symptoms so there is hope and there's opportunity.
The symptoms vary from person to person, correct?
Absolutely.
What kind of symptoms are we talking about? Like, what's included? We know hot flashes.
We know hot flashes, sleep disturbances, mood changes. Sometimes women complain of problems with their hair, palpitations. So there's so many different symptoms, signs and symptoms that really need to be identified in each and every woman so that she'll know what's going on with her body.
The bodies are going through so many changes, right?
Yes.
So when the symptoms pass and the periods have stopped, does the body then go back to what it was? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I know what you're saying. Really, many of the signs and symptoms might have lessened, or some of them might have gone away. But I hear from various women to say, you know, I'm 70 and I'm still having night sweats. I'm still having various issues. So the issue right now is, how do you manage those signs and symptoms that you're experiencing?
And I think they can kind of come and go even after menopause, right?
Absolutely.
So hormone therapy is one option.
Yes.
And it kind of got a bad rap because there were maybe some premature links to elevated risks for women.
Right.
The medical field and community is sort of revisiting this, right?
Yes, they are. And that's very important because, believe it or not, and I was reading that the population of menopausal women has expanded so much that there are many women who need this research to be done, and also they need solutions.
Are women experiencing menopause earlier?
I don't think so much earlier. The fact is, now people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Women can experience menopause between 45 to 55 and be very much in a normal range of menopause.
Are there any unfamiliar symptoms maybe that people might be feeling on that earlier end of like perimenopause?
Well, a lot of times I hear people say, oh, I have foggy brain. I notice my joints are starting to hurt. I never felt that before. I had GI disturbances. And a lot of times they link it back to when they had PMS, when they had, syndromes. So I'm excited about the fact that now people are identifying the signs and symptoms so that they can take care of it now.
Dr. Roebuck, how can people get in touch with you so that they can help, you can help them?
Well, I have a website called Going Through the Change, through THRU, the change. And on there, I just say, schedule an appointment. I'll have, opportunities to talk to you and maybe give some clarity.
And you also have support groups.
Absolutely. I have a mastermind where I get women together to develop supports for each other, identify their issues. I run boot camps for women.
I love it. I'm so excited you were able to come onto the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, and thank you so much.